Alright, good morning YouTube, good morning everybody, what is up, what's up? Looking at ES&Q right now. I might take NQ for a short in this fair value gap here, but the market opens in a few minutes, so I'm probably not going to jump in this, especially because ES was looking a bit stronger. We do have a bit of extra volume stepping in right now. Just going to wait it out. Guys, don't forget, tomorrow we're going to be doing Trading Kahoot. Kahoot is an online interactive game that everybody can play. It keeps track of the score. There's 30 questions on trading, and the winner will get a lifetime membership. If you have a lifetime membership already, I gotta figure out what the next prize will be. Good morning, good morning. Trading Kahoot. Tomorrow, 6 p. Eastern. Alright, let's see. Market opens up. 5 minutes, guys. 5 minutes till market opens. Buyers are stepping back in the market right now. We're staying out of this for the time being. Crude oil probably hit our take profit on the shorts if I didn't get stopped out. Nope, not yet. My target was these lows over here. I want to sweep these lows from this 15-minute supply zone. This was a good 15-minute supply because I had the sell-off and I had some continuation. So I should have stayed in these. I got short right up here. I had my stop loss at the top for a while. Show you what happened. And the 1 minute is where it tricked me out, right? It looked like we were sort of flagging. I was short here. Stop loss at the high. It chopped around, it came back, it pushed back one more time. That's when I moved my stop, and that's where the issue was, right? Because I moved it from the top of the supply zone, which is my trade. My setup was supply, and it messed me up. It stopped me out, and then it finally gave us the run. And a lot of times we'll see that in like a supply zone. They'll take out the highs in supply and stay in supply before finally pushing lower. And yeah, let's see. Let's see. Did I start us on YouTube? Yeah, I did start us on YouTube. What's up, guys? Good morning, good morning. So I'd probably look for, if anything, right now we got a breaker block, right? So we have a 1 minute breaker block right there. Or actually, I suppose the breaker block would be this one down here. But we have that we have that optimal trade entry up here, and that's really what I'd like to short. Let's see, the fair value gap is which one? Make sure we see everything clearly. This is our fair value gap. This is potentially our breaker block right there. Breaker block is just a failed order block, so it is technically a breaker block. So I'm looking for a short position. Okay. Just looking for my dog. Probably something right up here to target the lows again. But we have to be careful because the daily is pretty bullish. Now I wonder how it would look if I had 3 charts on here. I feel like it would be too many, but I want to have ES, crude oil, and the NASDAQ. This wick gives us a weird chart, right? Now everything's sort of squished in. You zoom in a bit, and it fixes it. Now we're staying patient here. Crude oil will add an alert here on crude. So if we get into this fair value gap, we will know. ES, let's check the 5 minute on everything now. Remember, there's a 1 minute fair value gap. Let's check the 5 minute. Just staying patient with this right now. Let's see if we throw that up there. Nope, too small. See how right now NQ up here is pushing through this fair value gap. ES is a little weaker right now. Before it was the opposite. ES was stronger, NQ was weaker. But overall, guys, buyers have been in control. Really looking for crude oil to come back up here. Good morning, good morning. You guys got any questions? Let me know. You guys want to see any charts? Let me know. If you want me to change what's on the book map right now, let me know. Always down to mess around. Let's see. Is that the right? Yeah. I was gonna say, is this the right contract for crude? But it must be. Crude never really has that high. So 83.99, right? I see that that's a heavy level on the heat map. 83.99, and that lines up exactly right with this fair value gap up here. We are getting a push though. It's some strong selling pressure, strong movement right there. Market is open now, so that's the volatility that's sort of kicking in at the moment. Crude oil, I'm still waiting for a short up here. The NASDAQ, ES. Let's put ES on top, put NASDAQ in the middle. NQ with some more strength. Take a look at our weighted index, right? A lot of equities are strong this morning. VIX has been trying to push higher, which is bearish. Meta with a gap and go. Microsoft's also gapping. Microsoft at 460. That's pretty crazy. It was at 430. I was saying watch for 450. All right, this is 1 minute. It's the 5 minute. Again, buyers are present in the market. There goes crude to finally go hit that TP down there. We'll see how that goes. Because the thing is now, when crude pushes lower, we're going to have to adjust our optimal trade entry. Boom, that would have been TP on crude oil. Now let's see if we bounce from there. Let's see. We're looking at this is the NASDAQ on heat map, book map right now. We have ES up here. We have the crude oil up here. So again, YouTube, Discord, you guys want to see something different, let me know. This is ES. We have the chart ES. This is NQ. This is NQ 5 minute. This is crude oil. So now that we did get a bit of a push lower on crude, we're going to have to adjust that optimal trade entry. I'm still looking for that short on crude. You know, we were in it before. Definitely disappointed on the exit that I had. Stopped out early because I moved my stop. Got a little impatient on it. Wanted to keep the stop tighter, which is good. It's good to keep a tight stop loss, but it's not always ideal, right? When you tighten up your stop loss, you're sort of not letting your trade breathe. So, just waiting right now. Crude oil setup's gonna look good. I don't think so. I don't necessarily think so. Alright, now guys, look at the divergence we have. NASDAQ's much stronger right now than ES. ES is nowhere near this NFP, non-farm payroll high. NASDAQ is very close to it, so we might get some form of divergence there. Now, just because we might get a divergence doesn't mean we jump in right away. Could give us an idea to go short. Throw up some other sell-side liquidity up here. Some liquidity sitting right here. Let's see. It's a bit of a pullback on crude as well. If you guys are wondering why the chart is like this and not all the way out like that, it's because of these large trade alerts that always pop up. So right now we do have a 1 minute fair value gap on crude that we are rejecting at this base of supply right now. So it's potential for an area to enter, but I'm going to be patient for this setup, and if we don't get that setup, then we'll be patient and find another setup, right? We're watching 3 indexes, indices, whatever, crude oil, ES, and NQ, and we're just going to be patient. We're not jumping in over here. We're not jumping in over here. Wait for the setup. Wait for the reaction. Maybe we'll get some divergence. Maybe the ES will hit this sell side liquidity or try to sweep these highs and fail, while the NQ sweeps that non-farm payroll high. But again, right now, market did just open. We're getting a lot of volatility. Just waiting. The only setup we're really waiting on right now is crude oil short positions. And that's going to be, move that a little bit and go optimal trade entry and that breaker block. Stop at the top of the breaker block. Target is those lows. Right now, it's only a 3-to-1. Now, you guys know I like crazy trades. I'd rather some type of 6-to-1 or something. So I'm going to, but we have to acknowledge the daily time frame. So I'm going to show you guys what I'm talking about. Look at the daily time frame on crude. We broke previous day high. We're in an uptrend. Look at the daily time frame on NASDAQ, ES. Everything is very bullish. So even though we might get some intraday divergence, we have to remember the overall trend was pretty bullish. Well, was very bullish. And we want to trade with the trend. Trend is our friend. And yeah, but we have to acknowledge too, is an NFP, that's a news event. Sometimes we get those reversals on news days. So again, I'm going to be looking for some type of divergence on ESNQ, maybe to take ES short, or I'm looking for this pullback on crude oil. Crude oil, again, we're going to check. See, this spot is still very heavy, 83.99. 83.99, that's right within that entry zone. So maybe we want to pull up, grab some liquidity before we reverse. 84.25 is also pretty strong. 84.25 is way back. Now that would make a new high, right? That would break the supply zone, so that would really push us higher. So I'm not too worried about that zone because I have this setup coming, right? So I'm going to look for this and we'll see. See how buyers are much stronger on ESNQ right now. Definitely tempted on taking some NASDAQ longs, but I'm not going to jump the gun. Definitely looks good, though, to target those highs. Let's see. Weighted index looks like it's pulling back a little bit, but everything looks like it's pulling back right this second. Any 1 minute entries? Nope. We'll watch this low right here, see if we sweep that, then reverse. If we sweep that low and reverse, we can look for a long entry right there, grabbing that liquidity. Again, me personally, I do feel like buyers might want to take this and bring us higher, though, to at least 20,500, right? It's a key psych level. There we go. Nice, nice, nice. Take a look at our equities. Meta making new high a day, Microsoft new high a day, Apple near a new high of day. So again, very bullish. We're not going short here. We'd look for a long position, but we're not jumping into any shorts. If we go long, we're targeting 20,500, key psychological level. Crude oil, we're still waiting to see if it wants to hit this fair value gap. You see how we had this 1 minute fair value gap, and I was like, oh, well, we could take it, and we didn't take it. Why? Because it didn't give us an optimal trade entry there. It didn't give us a breaker block there. It was just a random fair value gap, so we are not taking that. We could see the heavy levels above us. See that 20,500, very strong. So there's a lot of liquidity sitting up here. The market's going to want to pull that. Weighted index is going. I mean, like, if we're going to take something, we're going to take it long NASDAQ for a potential scalp. Let's see. Just got to be patient with it, because, you know, when you go long up here, you're buying at the highs, and you don't know where we're going to reverse or when we're going to reverse. We're just trading with the trend. Target 2495, 2500. And some longs on the NASDAQ. Nice, nice, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. Quick scalp. Quick scalp. Go, baby, go. Quick scalp. Beautiful. Beautiful. Keep going. It's close there, so right, I think a lot of people are going to target up here. So I'm going to probably exit this if we get one more little impulse move higher. Oh, there we go. 20,500 is full TP. Again, this is really just a scalp because we ended up buying while we were pushing higher. Weighted index is strong. It looks good. It does look good. There we go. No reason for us to just up and reverse right at this point. That would be too random of the market. It's another strong move. But the market likes to be random. A lot of people targeting that high right there. So for us to reverse right before then wouldn't be that unheard of. Or at least pull back. Watching this 1 minute. Strength on ES. I like that strength on ES. We have a 1 minute fair value gap on NASDAQ. See if we want to tap and go. Nice. There we go. Nice. Alright, guys. Alright. We're coming into a strong level on a heat map, though. So I'm going to look to exit my position sort of at the top right over here. Because now we do have the ES hitting that sell side liquidity. Not the strongest, but not the weakest. So I'm really going to be careful with this. Tell you guys if I stop out too, right? Some sweeps coming in. I like those sweeps for the buyers. So I'm going to hold this. Sellers are pretty strong right now, but that weighted index was strong as well, so I don't really want to be fighting that trend. Meta new high a day right there on Meta. Microsoft with a pullback. Apple did wick a new high of day as well. I'm not jumping out of these yet. Some volatility kicking in though, so we do have to be a little careful. Let's see if buyers want to swing it and continue. They're having trouble. Alright, there's crude oil in our area of entry for a short position. Should probably do something about that. I'm going to... I want to exit NQ and get in crude, but I don't want to exit a winner just to get in another trade that might not win. So we're going to keep an eye on crude. Actually, you know what? I'm not a fan of how NASDAQ's trading up here. No, Apple pushed through a new high a day. We'll hold them again. Crude oil. Taking a look at crude. Crude is in that OTE, optimal trade entry. NASDAQ's just struggling right now. So unless we get a pop, I'm probably going to get out of NASDAQ. Yeah, see that bear stepped in quick. And there's crude oil. It's trying to pump through that fair value gap and breaker block. So we're going to be careful with that as well.
Crude oil is at Tuesday's close. We really don't count Wednesday, or Wednesday's close because we don't count Thursday. Pre-market high on crude, and prior day high is also around 84.20.
Gotcha. Yeah, so I'm looking at crude right now. I'm probably going to take crude. I'm still in these NASDAQ longs. I want to see crude react down here, though. Or up here, I should say. Apple new high a day. Meta pushing pretty strong. Again, though, it's just we keep running into a wall of sellers up here on NASDAQ. Not trying to get chopped up, especially because we were just trying to scalp some long positions. You see that those bears came in with a vengeance.
Hi Kevin.
Hey, what's up?
There's lots of high wicks, long high wicks on NVIDIA.
Oh yeah, on Nvidia. Oh yeah, I see that. Good call. Yes. And look at that, crude oil pushed right through that entry, so we're not taking crude there. Now let's see though if these sellers want to get trapped in the market on NASDAQ though, right? Because now these sellers were selling down here and buyers were able to bring it back higher. So if sellers could stay trapped, we should be okay for the long side. However, if we do push back lower, yep, you see that sellers are doing their best. Crude oil's pumping. Yeah, we're probably gonna be extra patient on NASDAQ here. Extra patient on NASDAQ. Especially because you know what it is? Microsoft is strong right now. Apple's strong. Meta's strong. I guess Nvidia is the one that's really bringing us lower. Nvidia's selling off like crazy right now. Whole dollar move on Nvidia. So let's see if we want to hold though. Nvidia just came down to yesterday, a previous pivot. So let's see if we want to bounce, right? Because now anybody going short might get trapped because we might go long. So we do have to be patient really see. We had a fair value gap, it looks like, right here, but we don't want to be like giving ourselves a reason to stay in a trade, right? So we're going to wait and see. We're going to throw our fib on there. Yeah, I guess that would have been an OTE. So again, we'll be pretty patient on this. We'll set that up like this was our entry. This is our stop. So now at this point, I'm going to add longs if we don't run to my stop. I'm going to add a long there. So it averages my position down, but my stop losses are, yeah, it's probably going to run right to it. Let's see. I'm going to be patient. Stop loss right below OTE and stop hit. All right. All right, all right, all right. Let's see.
I just got out of a long on crude, and that moved very nicely. I got in down there at VPOC and stayed at this high.
Very good. Very good. All right, let's change this OTEs. No good. It's too small. Too tight, I should say. Let's see. Let's see. I'm not going to be rushing into anything or jumping into anything. I just really don't like bears down here, as funny as that is. But bears have been pretty strong. Nvidia's still selling off like crazy. And that's really leading us right now. You could see how strong all the other equities are. Apple new high a day, Microsoft new high a day, Meta new high a day. But just because Nvidia has such a strong pull and has been selling off, that has been making ES and NQ eat crap. So we're going to be crazy patient. We just wicked the OTE 78%. Buyers are stepping in. Some sweeps are stepping in. Some absorption. If we get a strong rejection, a fast rejection, but we're not even getting that. We're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. Stop at the lows real quick. Real tight, real tight. Because I see Nvidia is trying its best to bounce, but it could probably possibly fail. I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I'll let you guys know. Reason for entries, we wicked off of this 78%. Stop at the low of this current candle. Nvidia is trying to create a lower wick. Some buying pressure is starting to come in. Some absorption. We don't want to see that 52. But now we want to see if we can break it. If we can break that absorption, that would be great. Okay, interesting. We're in some longs again on NASDAQ. Tried to chase these bottoms down here, so we are very green on this right now. Good getting back in. There we go. Nice lower wick on Nvidia. So that might have been the bear trap before we could finally make our way back higher, guys.
Alright, ES bounced off of prior day VPOC, is now at pre-market VPOC. Targets north would be 94 and south would be 88.
All right. Microsoft new high a day, Meta new high a day. Let's go NASDAQ. Let's make another pop. We did have a bit of divergence here on ES and NASDAQ. Nothing too crazy, but like this low to that low. So NASDAQ had bullish divergence there. Do you feel like longs will want to continue here?
ES still hovering on pre-market VPOC.
Microsoft new high a day again. VIX is trying to push back higher again, but it's failing. Nice, good pump. Glad we got back in those longs at this OTE. Yo, these optimal trade entries, guys, are crazy. I'm going to start working on some type of strategy or concept involving supply demand and a few ICT concepts, because I like some ICT concepts, but a lot of them, in my opinion, are just extra complex for no reason. Things like the unicorn, I like those setups with the breaker block and fair value gap. That's an awesome setup. I caught some crazy moves with that. And with the optimal trade entry, we're able to use other fibs to have other targets, and that can give us really good risk to reward setups. Let's see if we want to come back into this 1 minute fair value gap down here. If we don't, this could be a breakaway fair value gap and we could not touch it. If that's the case, we're going to move our stops right there. And we'll just see how price moves, right?
Alright, ES is up to VWAP.
VWAP.
So it is in between the current VPOC and VWAP, so this will be a good break, usually.
You know what? I don't think Discord, I don't think YouTube is picking up you guys. You know why? I think I put you guys on one of my monitors today because I didn't feel like wearing the headset. There we go, guys. Boom, boom, boom. Nice. Beautiful. Beautiful run. Beautiful run. I'd love a pullback now. Yup. Yo, check out NVIDIA. Check out that lower wick NVIDIA. If we could stay on this 5 minute higher than that previous 5 minute, yo, we're golden for these long positions. If we don't, we're screwed. So we're just going to be careful. That was a beautiful candle though on NASDAQ. Beautiful long lower wick, trapping a lot of sellers. So let's see if we can pull back to this fair value gap where I will be adding to my position. Original entry is down here around 24.3650 is my original entry. I want to see if we could add around 20.40.50. See how 55 is pretty heavy over here? And how much time do we have left in the 5 minute? 3 minutes is plenty of time to go wick this and then bounce way back higher. So I'll let you guys know when I get in another contract. Now that's a better setup. That's 4-1 on that. That's better than the 3-1 we saw earlier. Crude oil really chopped around, broke that supply and reversed again. That's funny. Just looking for NASDAQ to come hit that fair value gap. If we don't, then I guess we're just not adding. At least not adding at this point. Gotta remember, this is the 1 minute. We go on the 5 minute, this thing could just explode to the upside, and we could be riding a real nice trend today. That daily time frame suggests a higher time frame bullish trend for continuation. It does not say anything remotely close to a reversal. Only thing we would consider is because it was NFP, and sometimes we do get reversals on news and calendar events. But look at this, guys. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm in just one NASDAQ contract right now. I wish I was in more. I'm in one from this rejection of this 78%. Nice, guys. Huge. 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 Staying patient right now, guys. We're in some longs on NASDAQ. I'd say targeting the highs, but quite honestly, I feel like we're just going to blow right through it and stay bullish. Yup, let's go. NVIDIA pushing higher. Microsoft, new high a day. Apple, new high a day. Bull season, baby. Love it. Give us a pullback. Give me this 1 minute entry over here, please. Just give me the scariest pullback ever.
Upside pivot point on the ES is 5601.
I got 5605 from that NFP.
On the ES at 5599.
Gotcha, gotcha. Just staying.
Supply zone.
cool, cool. 20 seconds on this 5 minute. I don't think we're going to come back to that 1 minute fair value gap. But shit, if we do on that next 5 minute, that'd be great. Well, let's see how this 5 closes. Ooh, Nvidia with a strong rejection. Not a fan of that at all. Let's just wait. We're still in these longs. There we go. Beautiful. 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 Boom. Boom. Love it, guys. Love it. Keep it going. Keep it going.
There's a small time report coming out at 10 o'clock called the IVPMI.
Boom.
Yes, mid-pack, hang on.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So we got a little bit of news at 10 o'clock. Part of me wants to get out up here of these NASDAQ long positions, especially because we are starting to create divergence, but we have some momentum and strength behind us. So I'm going to try to let this 1 minute close. Nvidia with some strength again. Apple high a day, Microsoft high a day. VIX is pushing lower. We're staying in the longs, guys. We did hit that key psych level, 2500. But again, the 1 minute's not really suggesting a pullback as of yet. Just a lot of strength right now.
Next upside target on ES 5602-ish. Heavy sell wall at 5601.
Alright, 5601, 5602, heavy sell wall on ES. Beautiful. Here we go, buyers. Keeping it up, baby. Keeping it up. Keeping it up. Dude, huge. Huge trade. Huge trade. We're at 437 was original entry. We're at 80 points right now on NASDAQ. 80-point move on the NASDAQ. Here live, Bullish Bears. Love to see it. Some absorption coming in, higher volumes coming in. Let's see if we want to have another quick spike up. Keep that momentum going. Keep that momentum going, baby. $513, 10 points away. No, 20 points away. Dummy. ES with some strength. Nvidia still pretty strong. I like that pop on Nvidia right there. Boom. NASDAQ feels it instantly, man. If Nvidia could push above VWAP, we're golden right here. But Nvidia is sitting at VWAP right now. So we're probably going to feel a bit of resistance. YouTube, you guys got any questions, let me know. Drop it in the comments. Don't forget, guys, Kahoot tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. Trading Kahoot, winner gets a lifetime membership to Bullish Bears. We live stream every day for you guys. Come on, buyers, keep it going, baby. Yes, sir.
Alright, ES coming into a small sell wall here at 5600 even. And the Kahoot winner, if you already have a lifetime subscription, Kevin's arranged a one-on-one with Warren Buffett.
You know, it's funny. I was thinking if somebody already has a lifetime and they win, maybe I'll give them like a free one-on-one. Guys, my target's 536. 536 is my target on these long positions on NASDAQ. 536 and 546. We're running into a bit of resistance, actually. I'm probably... Let's see. I'm going to wait. Just wait a sec. Probably going to keep my stops right here at this 496, 4500. Because I don't really want to give too much back. That was a great run. Really want to sell into some strength. But we didn't hit my target yet. Weighted index trying to push higher. Microsoft another new high a day. Just need Nvidia to find some strength again too. Nope, Nvidia's selling off right now, guys. Be careful. Nvidia, yup, selling off on Nvidia. Being really careful on NASDAQ because Nvidia's had a crazy pull. Okay, we're wicking on Nvidia like that. I like that. Yes, strong. Boom, back green on the 1 minute on Nvidia. Love it. 5 minutes still looking good on Nvidia. Perfect. Okay, we're going to hold these. Again, target is 536, 546. Those are upside targets from our entry of 436. So 100 and 110 points, guys. Look at the momentum we have higher, right? The momentum has been strong. I do think we could pull back. I do think we might wick around. I'm going to stay in these. How many points are we up right now? 4009, about 70.
Alright, yes, they're adding to that sell wall starting at 5503-ish. Got a 400 lot at 5603.5.
Boom. Oh man, guys. Oh man, guys. NASDAQ. Feeding us today. Delicious. I gotta move my exit, my take profit. Holy cow. Keep running, baby. Keep running. What a beautiful trade.
So much for the inside chop day idea.
Thank you, non-farm payroll. Come on, one more pop. One more pop. Wow, that's crazy, guys. That's crazy. All right, I'm gonna get out there. That was my take profits. 536. Entry was 436. So that's 100-point move on the NASDAQ, guys. We're gonna go see that next take profit at 436 too. That's crazy. Look at the absorption coming in. Dude, huge trade. Holy cow. YouTube hit. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. We took a loss, right? We tried some longs up here. We took some losses, but then we made it back. 100-point move was crazy. Crazy, man. That was a 10-1 based off of the entry and stop. Unfortunately, I did not get in my full size because I was looking for a pullback into this fair value gap. I did say, oh, well, now that's a breakaway. We're not going to hit it. I could have added up here, moved my stop loss. Did not want to mess around and find out, so we just let it ride. The video is pumping higher. We really might just keep going, though.
Well, ES is chickening out on that big stuff a little bit, but that could just be a rest before they run.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm feeling like we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. The reason I know that is look at Microsoft's flying high. We need NVIDIA to break above this VWAP and hold, which it's trying its best to. This is the weighted index. Look how strong that is. Good stuff today. Guys, give me 1 minute. I'm going to be right back. Alright, ladies and gents, I am back. I am back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, doubling down on the north side now. We've got about 800, almost 900 contracts starting at around 5602. We've got two huge cell walls, two lines in the sand, starting around 5602.
I wonder if crude oil ended up giving us the setup. Not really.
But I traded crude and I traded I traded MES and I traded crude. I've hit 90% of my targets for the day. So
Nice.
I'm going to be extremely careful about any further trading.
Good stuff. Dude, look at this exit up here, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. What an exit. Oh, yeah. Do we have any fibs? Let's see if we got any other setups off of this now.
The clock itself is around 91.5. So that's, remember folks, a VPOC, volume point of control, is an area where people thought that was the best price. That was the most fair price among suppliers and sellers. So it makes for a very heavy target. When you get overextended, where do you come back to? A lot of times you come back to VPOC because that's like home base. That's the place where everybody said this is a good price. And so a lot of times you can see that that is going to be a target. You hit it, and a lot of times you'll chop around until the direction is chosen.
Oh, we have another good setup coming up for another 150 points if it hits. Alright, so we're looking at this 1 minute fair value gap down here. We have our optimal trade entry. We have the 61 to 78. The only thing is we do have a bit of an order block right here. So that's something to be aware of. We'll change that order block. An order block is basically a supply demand zone, but they don't find it the same way, guys. So that's sort of why I'm not into order blocks, because I have never seen consistency with them. I've never firsthand tried them out, back tested them. Me personally, I've been doing supply and demand for years, and I've seen consistency with that. So with supply and demand on top of some other concepts, fair value gaps, optimal trade entries, I'm able to etch out everything that might be inconsistent, in my opinion, fair value gap, order blocks, and see the things that really only do work, right? Not all the time, nothing works all the time, but has higher win rates and higher percent returns, which when I say percent returns, I mean R and R, right? We want good risk to reward on our trades. This was a 10 to 1, now we're looking for a 14 to 1. So we're gonna see. Look at all these sellers stepping in, man. We're looking at 55.60 as an area. This was an old buy side liquidity too right there from yesterday. So a few things are lining up there. Sellers are strong. We're not going along anywhere. We're staying patient. We want to see how we react in this 1 minute fair value gap if we come back into it. So we're in this. The problem though is this order block is in a optimal trade entry, and it does have a breaker block right there too, I suppose. So we might hit that and push up instead of that 1 minute fair value gap. Would we be in the trade? Not yet. But let's say we took that one, right? So we could keep an eye on this, see how we react like that. But if that doesn't work out, again, I'm probably going to be looking for this entry right here on that fair value gap. So there's the wick into that breaker block. Do want to see if we dump. NVIDIA is pretty weak right now. Weighted index pulling back. We are trying to hold this order block, and again, that is at an optimal trade entry. But I really wanted to take that fair value gap long. I did not want to take anything else long, but if I'm wrong on that, it could take a long up in here. Just be patient. Trust the process, trust the setup, trust your patience.
Alright, I've got a demand level down at 55.86. We are currently at the prior day VPOC. Pre-market low is just below us at 85.
Alright. So we are wicking, we are holding that order block. Higher time frame is still bullish, 15 minute, 5 minute, all that. So do I want to go long here? I sort of do. And I'll keep a tight stop loss on it, but I'd rather be patient. I really would rather be patient. Even if we do want to go long here, right? And then pull back, I'll take the pullback. But I really wanted that fair value gap. Plus now Microsoft's pretty weak, Meta's pretty weak. VIX is pushing higher with some strength, which is bearish. So I'm not just going to jump into a long position because there might be a zone here. Because the analysis is telling me, the volume analysis, the price analysis is telling me that it does not care what's sitting here right now. So let's see if we get a quick reaction. Optimal trade entry, fair value gap. Let's see if we get a quick reaction off it, I'm in. But if we don't, I'm staying patient. We just caught 100 points on the NASDAQ. It's crazy, man. That's a crazy way to end the week. Oh, we got ads coming up on YouTube, guys. I'll block that out for you guys. I'm just that nice. We're trying to hold this order block. We are. I'll wait for this 1 minute to close. If it wants to engulf, I could maybe consider a long position. But we'll see.
So we're in between the pre-market and the prior day VPOC. And remember, VPOCs are areas. They're not to the tick. They're areas. Horseshoes and hand grenades here. This is going to be a resting area for a little bit while they decide what they want to do next. Because this is the safe area where everybody said these are good prices.
Nope.
So yeah, we rest here a little bit and then we move on.
Yep. Weighted index still looks sort of weak. Wouldn't really expect it to bounce here. But it's this order block's trying to hold. Gotta remember, it's not just an order block. It's an order block with an optimal trade entry. With the higher time frame confluence. But Meta's pretty weak. Apple's strong. Microsoft looks weak. What'd I do? Let's see. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be entering at the order block. Well, we missed that entry, so we're going to be, let's see, we're going to mess around with this. We're going to mess around with that.
Alright, ES is up between intraday VPOC and the WAP. So, again, another resting area, but this is where we can start to see a move.
Oh, divergence. I didn't even see the divergence because I wasn't looking at ES. So we had the divergence, bullish divergence. Nasdaq's much stronger. We're probably going to make this run. If we could retouch that order block, I'm probably definitely going to take this long. I don't think we're going to. We might create a 1 minute fair value gap. Let's see. Some buying pressure on the market pulse. Oh, let me turn the candles off on Bookmap. We don't need candles on Bookmap. Some buying pressure again. Nvidia trying to come back. Pretty solid 5 minute candles there. Look at this 5. So let's see if we get one more touch of that order block and start to push higher. I will grab some longs. If not, if we just dump right through it, I'm still going to be targeting that 1 minute fair value gap for longs. But it's looking like bulls just want to take it. Ooh, good buying. Look at that buying pressure, though. This big buy bubble right there. It's pretty huge. but we're not getting the additional sell orders sitting below us to support us. So because of that, we could still sort of bounce around.
ES has a large sell wall at around 55.97.
Sort of flagging out here. There we go. There we go. Beautiful. Beautiful. We're hitting that 50% again. Is that a 1 minute fair value gap in here that we created? It is a little one. Buyers are strong though. We do have NVIDIA sort of chopping around right now. Yeah, not the ideal long right here. Microsoft's Apple pulling back Microsoft with a little bit of a rejection. Equities showing a little bit of weakness. The weighted index still looks pretty good though. Yeah. Look at that. Let's see. I'm not grabbing these longs up here because then where's my stop loss, right? So we're going to wait. This looks like it could be a reversal pattern to a hangman candle. Nope. Nope, let's see. I'm looking for either one of two entries, that 1 minute fair value gap, or if we could touch that order block again. So 481, 474.
ES still trapped between VPOC and VWAP. Heavy sell line just got put on ES at 55.94.
1 hour is really bullish. I like the bulls again. I do think we're going to run up and make a new high a day. I don't know if we're going to run up to new high a day right now, but if we get an entry, target's going to be at least new high of day. Sort of want to go along here, but again, it's not like at an area where I would want to enter, so it sways the stop loss. Just no good right now. There we go, some buying. Good buy bubbles.
Yeah, we're biting into that sell wall. Let's see what happens. We are above it.
Microsoft pop, Meta pop, Fix trying to drop. Good for the bulls. We're probably going to feel another little pop here if NVIDIA could get over a trend line 12691. Look at Microsoft trying to make a new high. Apple too. NVIDIA, we needed above this level right there. Well, we don't need it anywhere. We could use it there. Might go in for a scalp here, guys. I do feel like buyers might want to run this. Some real good buying pressure. Meta new high a day. Another drop on the VIX. I'm going to wait though. I really would rather get a good entry than chase. No, I still can't get over that first trade we took, guys. 100 points on the end. Well, not first trade. It was the second trade because we took a loss. But then we made it back and then some. We hugely made it back.
What was your loss on the first one?
I think we were going long trying to target this high, this 496 high. And then it ticked away from it. So we took a pretty break-even loss. Wasn't that bad. We do have a 1 minute fair value gap that we're running into right here. sort of in an optimal trade entry with the breaker block as well. This is the breaker block. But remember, buyers are strong, so even though we have a setup there, it doesn't mean it's going to work out. It could just be an area we pull back. I sort of like that for shorts, though. But, I don't know, everything else has been too strong. If we see a strong sell order here, I'll take a short. But we're not. We're just getting buying pressure. Damn, that order block was, in fact, the entry. You know why? Because the optimal trade entry. That optimal trade entry, guys, that's the nail right there. You get an optimal trade entry on anything, and it's just bread and butter. That 61 to 78% is beautiful. Some buying pressure, we hear that up here. Fair value gap on ES as well. So I'm not going long up here. Do feel like we could pull back up here. If we pull back, we might get that optimal trade entry up there. I'm going to try to scalp a short position here, guys. See if the momentum wants to take us lower and fast. Alright, I'm out right there. Literally a scalp. 3-second scalp. Just like in and out. Nice quick win. Love it, love it, love it. Why did I scalp it and not hold it a little longer? Because we are in an uptrend, right? So if I'm taking a short position, I'm not going to hold it. No way I'm going to hold it. Yes, sir. Clue, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. Glad to do what I do. Catching these moves with you guys. Guys, don't forget YouTube. Check out our our Instagram, Bullish Bears. Our YouTube. If you're on our YouTube, we have a Discord channel. Check out our website, bullishbears.com. And yeah, learn with us, trade with us. Super cool stuff. We go live every day for our members. We have either me, Creed, or Jeremy, and then Sig also does the afternoon sometimes. It's a real great community to learn how to trade. So we're retesting right now that fair value gap breaker block area. I do think we're going to want to push lower one more time. Look at these sell orders, but then we had a sweep. So I want to see what's going on up here. I want to see if we get some divergence. I want to see something, right? But the buyers have been very strong. We'll wait for the 5 minute to close. That 1 minute looks good. And YouTube Kahoot tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. I gotta post that to our social medias. I hate that it didn't give me a re-entry on this. Not taking any longs here, guys, because even though it looks strong, we are coming into some resistance, this fair value gap OTE area. So because of that, we're being patient. And that doesn't mean it's going to fail here. That just means I'm being precautious. When we're trading, we want to be aware of these things because that throws the odds against us and lowers our probability. Now you could take into consideration that we did reject and then we failed that rejection. A lot of sellers are probably trapped here. Where I scalped, people could have been holding. So we're really just going to be patient here. A lot of sweeps coming in right there. Could be good for the bears. Microsoft engulfing candle on the 5 minute to the downside. Nvidia, however, sort of strong, but the VWAP is starting to curve lower. Definitely some tough price action all around. Gotta remember, if we could go short here, a lot of people are going to get trapped. Yo, what's up, top secret leverage? What's going on? Right now, I'm trading a funded. Whenever I'm live trading with you guys, I'm usually trading on like a funded Apex. But if I'm not, because I trade the live stream with them Monday and Friday. If not, I'm usually trading my regular account. But if I'm like streaming, sometimes that throws me off. So I'd rather just, if I take some profits, I'll take it in Apex and I'll get a payout. If I'm not streaming, then that's less stress and I could sort of focus more on my own account. And that's what's cool with these Apex guys. You know, you could have multiple accounts. You could trade some accounts some days, some accounts another day. Trade your personal account sometimes. Do whatever you want. It's really cool. Trying to push lower again from this optimal trade entry fair value gap. So again, really good. Trapping some buyers. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Use code Bullish Bears to save 80% off your eval. And for today till I think this next week, good selling coming in, by the way. We today to next week, Apex is running only $40 for the 150, 250, and 300K account, which is a huge sale. Nvidia pretty weak, Microsoft still sort of weak. Meta's trying to make another high, not too close to it, but it is pushing higher. Not too many. You guys see this this thing over here? This is the large order, the large trade alerts on Bookmap. It's not really going off too much today at 12, so I'm gonna make it 10 and see if that changes anything. This looks better for bulls on the 1 minute, but that doesn't mean we can't pull back real strong into our entry and then push up. So if we chase up here, we keep a tight stop loss, that's great, but then it could wick us out and then reverse. We're going to either be patient or then the market's just going to move without us, and that's okay too. What time is it? Probably going to wrap it up in a minute or so, call it an early day today. The 5 minute, I like to see if we could break above and then reject inside this fair value gap. So break above this high, 519, and then reject. Some strong selling up to that 519 that I just mentioned. Some buying pressure coming in on ES. Or keep failing. Nvidia is trying to push higher. Meta with some weakness. YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Check us out tomorrow, live trading night. Gonna be fun. Look at that sell wall holding up so far. Not going short here, even though this shows me that a potential short might be in place, but I still look at this and say, okay, well, we could still try to push and sweep that. But we see that and also think, well, sellers might want to hold us below that. So there's always a few things to consider. All right, we're trying to push into it right now. See if we want to break 520. See how this level's getting weaker right now? We're absorbing it. We're coming into it. Some of those sell orders that are sitting there, buyers are taking it. We're pulling back. Coming up, buyers are getting filled, pulling back. But we're getting tighter against this level. Tells me that there is a chance that we're either going to squeeze and drop or squeeze and pop. But we are getting a move incoming. So again, it's just a matter of patience and knowing, okay, well, where is this move going? Now, if we look at this chart, we could say, okay, well, we're in a fair value gap and optimal trade entry. We could be going short. But if we look at the daily time frame, see how strong we are to the upside, that we should be waiting for some longs. Might get that pop. Let's see. Again, making this level much weaker and keep rejecting it. Keep rejecting it hard.
Hey Kevin, how you doing?
Hey, what's going on, man? What's up? What's up?
Hey, I'm watching you this morning. I was just curious. Have you ever studied what are known as volume imbalances?
You mean like within like the fair value gaps, or you just mean like the news events, or what do you mean?
I know you don't look at the 1 minute candle much, do you?
The 1 minute? Well, this whole stream I've been looking at the 1 minute really, but yeah, sometimes.
So a volume imbalance is whenever there's a gap between the bodies of the candles, but the wicks are overlapping.
Mm-hmm.
You know how that happens? Something there's like a jump between in the time gap.
Yeah.
Where it goes from 1 minute to 2 minute,
Yep.
and there's a gap
Yep.
between bodies.
Yeah. Like yeah.
To overlap. So yeah, there's an interesting effect with that. Like whenever like ICT setups are happening, those volume imbalance can be really good indicators that that's where price is going. And there's a tiny one where price bounced from the. I don't know if you want to look at the 1 minute just to observe it.
Yeah, no, I'm on it right now. I think we might reject here, guys.
950 candle, you see how there's a little tiny bit gap between 949 and 950?
Yeah.
It's only like a tick. Sometimes they're like a whole point on the NASDAQ. This is a tiny one. And then those next two candles just kind of held price right there.
Yeah.
And then that's exactly where it came back down to at 1011.
Nice. Okay, I see that.
But I'm trying to learn to find these types of indications. So, anyways, whenever those kinds of things line up. But the other thing that ICT talks about is you see the 945 candle and the 948 candle.
940. I will in a second.
Gaps there.
Give me one sec.
It wicked down at 947 and whatever. That's called a BPR, a balanced price range.
You know, I've heard of those. I've heard.
Those are big time magnets, so I'm still kind of waiting to see if it does want to. So we're bouncing off of what's considered a BPR right now. No, this resistance that we're feeling.
Yeah.
And I feel like what I don't know is I don't want to buy at this point. I'm out.
Yeah. I just grabbed a short with the stop at 518, but it's probably gonna go wick that stop right now.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, it's alright. It took a
I
light
would
trade.
definitely buy if it came down to this 948 BPR.
100%. Yeah, I'm stopped right there. But yeah, 100%. I know I really wanted to get some long positions, but not getting it right now. There we go. That's some good buying pressure. That could break us through the fair value gap and higher. Nvidia trying to pump, yeah. We're gonna wait. We're hitting stops right now. That's a stop hunt right there. Let's wait. Good buying pressure. I don't know. I like that. But we did just break that fair value gap, so people could be stopping out. People could be waiting for that break to go long, so we could pull back now and then continue. So I'm sort of patient here. I do like the buying pressure. I did grab a light long. I'm probably just gonna get out of it. Really no point in chasing anything. We had that banger trade this morning. No reason to give it back. That was a crazy move today, guys. Yep, you see that? We broke the fair value gap immediately, came right back into it, hitting that 78%. Want to see buyers step in. Nvidia's pretty strong. Weighted index looks good. Meta's trying to make a new high. I mean, I'd go long before I go short at this point. But looking at Bookmap, these sellers are trying to bring us to that 510. But sellers keep failing too. So again, not really too keen on selling here, especially with how bullish we've been. Weighted index looks good to go higher. Nvidia again is above VWAP, but struggling. Microsoft looks like it wants to push higher. Just gotta be careful up here, man. Hitting a 1 minute fair value gap inside this 5 minute inverse fair value gap. It's not really so much of an inverse because we didn't really close above it. Yep, there's that selling pressure. They waited for that stop hunt on that fair value gap. Wish I took some longs down here, man. That order block was definitely the way to go. Yeah, dude, look at these sellers coming in now. Ooh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. Get out of here. Nasty. That's why we don't chase. I messed around and found out. But let's see if we want to push lower one more time. We're breaking that trend line liquidity. This one right here. Want to see a push lower. Nvidia selling off. But buyers ain't giving up, man. Come on, buyers, give up already. ES trying to push up. Oh, it's a strong sell lot right there. There we go. Nice. Nice, nice. Beautiful. Beautiful. But a lot of sweeps just came in, so be careful on these. Strong sell orders. We're at that old buy side liquidity. I don't know, man. I'm not liking it to continue lower. Let's see. Give me one more push lower. Let me scalp it. Get that fair value gap. Go down there, damn it. Time is it? Alright, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. Give me one more drop here, NASDAQ. Come on now. Alright, guys. I'm going to see you guys on Monday or tomorrow. Don't forget Kahoot tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a fun time. Catch you guys later. Peace out, YouTube. Hit that like and subscribe button. Peace.